you know, I be sitting here thinking to myself, it's just so crazy to me how, and I've said this before, but this is something that really bothers me, man. It really, really bothers me. This industry that is trucking is so large. Like, it's huge. I mean, you have so many different things that go on inside the trucking world. And there's so many different ways to make money. There's so many different ways to achieve your definition of success in this industry. But for some reason, we still have so many truckers who are watching each other's their journeys and are so judgmental. I don't understand it, man. Like, and I guess, you know, it's kind of maybe contradicting coming from me because I used to participate in it, but I just don't subscribe to that no more, man. I truly believe whatever makes you happy, do it. Like, no cap, no nothing. Just if that's what makes you happy, do it. And then just be okay with it. You know, what you have seen on my channel, from the first YouTube channel I had to the second, we just hit 3,300 subscribers, by the way. I greatly appreciate it, man. If you're new to the channel, I appreciate it if you like, comment, share, subscribe, man. I appreciate the love. But we just hit 3,300, you know, and you know, between the first channel I had and this channel, all I've shown you is my journey. All I've shown you is my everyday thought process. And, you know, what you have seen is me grow. And as I grow, I have growing pains. And with growing pains, it just inconsistencies and, you know, trying to do what I feel is the right thing to do at that time. So I've bounced back between, you know, OTR, regional, OTR, local, OTR, local, OTR, local, back OTR. So it's just, like, that wasn't an over-exaggeration. That's literally how my trucking career has been. Which is crazy, but it is what it is, man. It's just, you know, me going back and forth with what I'm trying to do versus what's comfortable to do. You know what I mean? And but that's not what I'm trying to talk about in this video. I just don't understand why we get so caught up in what the next truck driver is doing. It's beyond me. Like, it really is. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. I can't comprehend it. It's a disconnect. If you are happy doing what you are doing as a truck driver or dispatcher or owner of a truck, so whatever you're doing in this great industry that is trucking to benefit the culture that is trucking, as long as you are happy doing it, what the fuck are you worried about anybody else for? I just don't understand it. I just don't, man. Like, you know, maybe it's just, you know, before I participated in it, but maybe now I've matured some, or I don't know. Like, I don't know where my journey is going to lead me. I don't know if I'm going to be OTR for the next year to 2 years or the next 2 weeks. I don't know. I honestly can't tell you. Who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what decisions my impulses and emotions will try to make me make, and I'll either, you know, do it or cave in or fight it. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Someone always asks me, what is the lifestyle that I'm chasing? You know, I don't specifically know right now, because I don't know what can change. It's just so many things in life that can change on you, with you and your family, that you just don't know. I have a general idea. Do I want the big fleet like some of these guys do? Absolutely not. But would I mind having 3 to 4 trucks? Or would I mind just having one large car, long nose Pete, or a long nose Freightliner, and then have a whole bunch of other businesses invested other places? Absolutely. But I just don't know specifically what I want to do right now. Right now, all I know is I want to pay off my debt. I want to stack my bank account back up to where it was, if any, and it really stack it up bigger than what it was, because the biggest my bank account ever had was about $12,000, and I feel like I can surpass that easily doing what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like I don't know, man. You know, the criticism don't bother me as much as it used to. But it's still just, you know, sometimes I just sit back and I'm just like, yo, why are people so mad at each other? Like, why is it so much criticism? Not for me, but just for, like, for example, one of the things that I've been noticing, or one of the things that I've always noticed, I don't know why I'm sweating. Let me take this off. Yeah, I'm finna take my shirt off, so what? Get over it. I don't even care. It's hot. Woo! But, yeah, y'all saw the titties. What do you want me to do? I'm fat. Ain't nothing new. But, what I just don't understand is OTR drivers who speak on local drivers. I just don't get it. Or local drivers who speak on OTR drivers. I don't get it. If everyone is as happy as they claim they are, if everyone is doing as financially good as they claim they are, why are they so fixated on what everybody else is doing? It's beyond me. I just don't understand it, man. I just don't. You know, especially when, you know, I feel like that, you know, you're speaking on someone else's situation to belittle them or to try to doo-doo on them, or to shit on them. You know what I'm saying? When really your situation ain't that much better. You ain't on no level that can't nobody else reach. Ain't none of this trucking stuff hard to do. It's work, but it ain't hard. I mean, so I don't really understand, you know, like, it's trucking, people. Y'all realize that? Y'all can sit back and think about that. Like, this is truck driving. This ain't rocket science. We ain't astronauts. We not fucking, you know, marine engineers or mechanical engineers. We not curing cancer. We driving trucks, man. We are driving trucks. And people come out here and they try to make it seem like what they're doing is so much harder or so much difficult or so much better than what everybody else is doing in this industry, when the reality is, unless you hauling a spaceship on 80 in Wyoming in the wintertime, you ain't doing nothing that really ain't nobody else can do. So I don't understand what is this. It's like a bunch of egos, man. Like, can we just relax a little bit with it? And I know I kind of feed it, you know, with my clickbait videos, local versus OTR, and all that stuff for the content. But maybe I need to dial back on that. Maybe I just need to relax on the agendas or the topics that I try to promote and hype for the sake of viewership. Maybe I need to relax on it, but it's just it's disgusting, man. It's nasty. It really is. It's nasty. The way people are so fixated on each other out here in this industry, man. Like, I don't get why everybody just can't be happy. Just one of the few industries where, you know, anybody can come in this industry and do anything that they want to do. Period. You can do anything that you want to do in this industry. If you want to be local, regional, dedicated, OTR, you want to start a fleet, you want to haul cars, you want to haul cattle, you want to haul boats, you want to drive a Greyhound, whatever it is that you want to do in this industry, you can do. It's there. Therefore, why the fuck do you care about the nigga that's parked next to you in the truck stop? Or why do you care about the nigga that's making videos on YouTube? I just don't get it. Maybe it's insecurities. Maybe maybe it's a lot of males out here with female tendencies. Or maybe it's a lot of broke man's mentality out here where we're so used to, oh, I got $5, well, I got $8, well, I got $12. That's a broke man mentality. You think, the man with $5 million care that the next man got $7 million? He got $5 million. You know what I'm saying? I just don't get it, man. But then people try to tell me that money don't buy happiness. But then you give somebody some money they ain't never made before, they act like they goddamn Bill Gates. I just don't get it, man. I just don't. I'm to the point now, man, as long as me and my family are good, I just can't see why I would care so much about the next man and what he make. Now, if I was broke and ain't making no money and miserable with my life, then yeah, I'd be watching everybody. But if everybody is as happy and doing as well as they claim to be doing, that shouldn't be an issue, right? I don't know, man. These are the things that I be thinking about. This video is the equivalent to a all black video I used to do. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, I just hit record. I was having this conversation with myself. I just hit record and let y'all join in on the conversation, man. Maybe it's just something that, you know, isn't rational. So me being a rational person, it's just hard for me to understand it. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things that I'll just never understand. There'll always be a disconnect. Maybe that's just the way the world has been wired, that we have to compare to everybody else. You know what I'm saying? Everybody thinks that everybody's hating on them. Everybody thinks that everybody is you know what I'm saying? It's like, it doesn't have to always be a comparison, man. It just doesn't. Like, for real. If you a local driver making $75,000 a year before taxes, and you know what I'm saying, you home every night and you doing everything that you feel like you want to do and your family want to do, versus a guy who's making $150K OTR and home, you know, 4 days or 5 days out the month. As long as both y'all are happy, man, with what y'all doing, I don't even understand why y'all be worried about each other. Truth be told, unless somebody else is miserable and now they either need to, you know, watch the other man to live through him, or they need to watch the other man to try to belittle him to make themselves feel better. Because that's what you got a lot of in trucking. You got a lot of people who have to belittle others, which is why you got so many trucking groups out here who are based off just talking shit about rookies and things of that nature, because they have to be, you know, they have to belittle people to make themselves feel better, to inflate their egos. You know what I'm saying? Oh, well, your check was $2,000, but mine was $3,000. Okay, big whoop, my nigga. I made $2,000. I ain't tripping. I'm glad you made your $3,000. More power to you, but I'm cool with my $2,000. But it's just like in trucking, it's not set up for that. You just can't do that. No, you gotta want to make what I want to make. You know what I'm saying? That's not stupid. That shit sound. You had one person make $2,000 in a week, the next man make $3,000, and the nigga with $3,000 is more offended because the dude that made $2,000 don't want to make the $3,000. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life. You can't make people want to do anything just because you feel like it's the best thing to do. And that's what you have a lot of in trucking. People are out here discovering things that been out here in the trucking industry, and they act like they find a pot of gold, and so now they want to, you know, carry it like, oh, y'all should want what I'm doing because it's the greatest thing. No, it's the greatest thing to you, my dude. Somebody else done already did that and elevated and doing better than you. So really, you ain't doing the best thing out here. You just doing what's best for you, which is okay. But don't turn around and try to make it seem like it's the greatest thing out here. You know what I'm saying? I go out on the basketball court and score 52 points, think I'm the best player in the world. But guess what? Kobe scored 81. Wilt scored 100. So it's like, yeah, I might have had the best career or the best single game points for that season, but big picture, still another nigga that scored 50 more points than me. It's the same thing with the trucking industry, man. You come out here and you can make $5,000 in a week. Guess what? You got people out here making $15,000 in a week. Like, you know what I'm saying? You get $2 a mile, $2.50 a mile. Oh, got niggas out here making $7 a mile. So, you know, you may got the brand new shiniest truck. It's always gonna be a shinier truck, a newer truck, a faster truck, a better truck, a lighter load. It's always gonna be something better than what you got when it comes to materialism. But as long as you love what you doing and what you got, I feel like it shouldn't even be no competition, man. We gotta stop turning trucking into a competition. There's too much money and too much opportunity out here to do that. We're gonna ruin this industry trying to turn it into a competition. You really think Swift, Stevens, Prime, Warner, CR England, CRST. You really think they're in competition? Man, these cats probably sitting at the table together, laughing at our dumb asses with our pennies, comparing our pennies to each other. Meanwhile, they making millions off of all of us. Like, look at these dumb broke jokers. Come on, man. Again, broke man mentality. Broke man's mentality, man. This is how I feel, man. These are the things that I think about when I stay up later than I should, and I got too much time on my hands, and I just hit the record button and let y'all inside my head. Pause. Sorry that I had to flash you with the titties earlier, but you know, it is what it is, man. This is stuff I go through, man. This stuff that go through that guy named Jay's head. Everybody ain't gonna like what I said, because somebody gotta find a way to twist it and turn it into this or that, but it's simple, man. If you love what you doing, love what you doing. But if you know what I'm saying, if you don't like what you're doing, keep going till you find out what you love to do. But I tell you this, if you worried about what everybody else is doing, you obviously don't love what you doing, because you too worried about everybody else, man. That's just the reality. Or you're bored. You're bored with what you're doing, therefore you need to find something that occupies your time a little bit more, man. But it shouldn't be nowhere near as many people out here in this industry that is just so fixated on everybody else. Y'all care more about everybody else's situation than your own. And it's crazy. It's sad, man. It really is. It's sad. And that's what this has come to. That's where a lot of this YouTube drama come from. That's where a lot of this, you know, back and forth, subliminal shots and comment sections and all that unnecessary stuff. It just comes from people worrying about everybody else, man. Worry about yourself. Worry about your own pockets. Worry about your own situation, and you be just fine. The less you care about other people's situation, I guarantee the more money you make, or the better your situation will be. That's just how I feel, man. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure out my situation. I'm gonna figure out what I want to do in this industry, and I'm just gonna stop giving a fuck about what anybody else try to tell me to do. I'm gonna just do what I feel like is best for me and my family, period. And as long as they believe in me, as long as they got my back, as long as they know, you know what I'm saying, my intention, that's all that really matter, man. Because all we have done out here is we've given a lot of people who really don't matter to us, we've given them the opportunity to give an opinion. And we've given them an opportunity to, you know, like I think T.I. said it in one of his recent songs, man. Don't take advice from nobody who don't gain nothing or get nothing out of the final result of what you're doing. He said it in a much simpler way. But what he was trying to say was like, why take advice from somebody who ain't gonna be affected by what happens? And that's just the way I'm looking at it, man. If you ain't gonna be affected by the things that I'm gonna do, why I'm listening to you anyway? I care about what you say anybody. You a nobody. It's reality. You a nobody. You don't mean anything. You just a subscriber. You a fan, or you whatever. You just you know what I mean? You somebody who I'll never probably meet in life. That's just the way I look at it, man. But as always, stay safe, stay positive, stay productive. God, family, trucking, man. Check y'all next video.